What's going on, YouTube? It's Dominick Arena back with I'm going to do a quick review on this cheap Telecaster I picked up on Amazon from Leo James. And this is just going to be a review. I'm not going to demo it in this video. If you want to see some demos, I have been doing some guitar demos on my Instagram feed. I'll put the link to my Instagram in the comments or in the description section below. But the reason why I bought this guitar is I actually just wanted a cheap Telecaster style guitar for a mod platform. I like to mod cheaper guitars. And I bought this guitar pretty much blind with, not seeing one in the stores, not picking it up. And when I got it and opened up the box, I was just shocked by the quality and the performance of this guitar. So I want to talk some of the pros, some of the cons, some of the features, and I want to describe the differences between this Leo James Telecaster and the standard model. So this model from Leo James is called the Resonance X Pro. They also call it the deluxe model. They also have a standard model. And this was $159 as of the making of this video. That was $159 US shipped to my door. And for $159, holy cow. Two words to describe this guitar: fucking impressed. Wow. Now there is a cheaper model. The cheaper model is the standard Tele, and that is cheaper. It's $109, but it's missing a lot of the key features. So let me show you some of the features that this guitar has and what makes it so special in my eyes. First off, this really heavy flake paint job. They got a ton of colors on the Amazon. I'm going to put the Amazon link in there too for you guys. You either love it or hate it. I just went with the green. They got blues, they got reds, they got pinks, all different color flakes. But what is different for the Resonance X Deluxe model is they went with Alnico 5 pickups in this model. That's one upgrade right there. The standard model has ceramics. And from what I read online, a lot of people are bitching that the ceramics are extremely microphonic. So I play a lot of blues-based type stuff, so I usually play clean to little to medium gain. These sound great. When I originally bought this, I was going to swap these out with a set of tone riders, but these actually sound really good. I might save the tone riders for another project. I did throw some heavy gain at them. The heavy gain, they started to howl, especially if you're close to the amplifier. They started to howl. So for you metal guys out there, stuff like that, you may want to look somewhere else. Feature two that this guitar has that the standard doesn't is they actually went with a forearm cut. They have a tummy cut, and then they have this little cut right here at the horn to try to access the upper frets a little bit better. The standard model is a straight slab. There's no cuts in it. So that's a welcome feature as a Strat guy, mainly Strat guy. I'm used to the comfort of having the forearm and the belly cut right there. Another thing they did on this model over the standard, it is a string through body. I was really excited to see that. I was like, awesome, it's a string through body. And the neck. So the neck is a tinted finish on the deluxe model, and on the standard model, it's not. So they went with a tinted finish. Let me talk a little bit about this neck and how impressed I was. Let me see if I could get some better shots for you guys. So if I get up close here, there is kind of hard to see on camera, but there is a slight roll to this neck. The frets are highly polished stainless steel, and the fretwork, the fret ends, are beautiful. I have not had to do anything to this guitar. I picked up a Squier Mustang, and I spent over an hour doing fretwork. It wasn't bad. I have to give Squier some some credit. The guitar I happened to get came all the way from New Jersey, I think it was, to Arizona. So the weather change, yeah, you're gonna have some wood, shifting and warping and whatnot. I had to adjust the truss and stuff like that. But this guitar out of the box for $159, I was expecting to spend a good hour on this neck. Nothing. I tuned it up and I played it. Extremely impressed by this. It is a gloss neck. Okay, I'm not a huge fan of gloss necks. I'd rather it be a satin finish. But it's not a deal breaker to me. This is amazing. Tuners, I haven't pulled the stickers off all the tuners yet. As you can see, I only pulled the sticker off of one. I did that to see if these had any type of branding on it. They do not. So they're just unbranded tuners. They hold tune. I'm happy with them. I'm fine with them. Maybe I'll upgrade them later. Who knows? We got Leo James on the headstock. Double string trees. They have kind of like their own unique headstock. I like that. They didn't just go for a Fender rip-off or anything. They kind of went with their own headstock. The nut is plastic. I think, if I remember correctly, I could be wrong, it said ABS on the description. I forgot. But ABS is plastic. But it's cut well. Like I said, again, I'm impressed. 25.5 inch scale, typical Tele. It is a flatter radius though. This is a 12-inch radius compared to your typical Fender 9.5. So a little bit flatter, more reminiscent of a Les Paul. The neck shape is a C. It's a standard C. I would like to have seen more of a modern C. My hands are a little bit smaller. I prefer a modern C. As long as it ain't U-shaped, I'm a happy camper. So U-shaped guitars are just too big for me. They don't feel right in my hand, too chunky. Standard C guitar neck shape on it. Has a clear, you either love it or hate it, clear pickguard. This is, if we get up real close there, as you can see if we can get some focus. There we go. On the description, it says 3-ply. I mean, clearly it's one piece of acrylic. Maybe they're saying 3-ply because it's the thickness of your 3-plies from Fender. One thing to keep in mind with acrylic is two things. Is if you tighten these down even a hair too much, acrylic tends to crack. It tends to spider. Also, acrylic scratches way easier than like a perloid style pickguard. So that may be one thing I do change, maybe to add some contrast to the body. Maybe just put an actual 3-ply, black, white, black Fender style. Now, I don't know if Fender pickguards fit this. I don't know if the shape is true to a Fender. From what I read, some people have said yes, but I haven't seen any actual pictures. So, if it does not fit, I'll be sure to pin that post or pin that comment in the post, just letting you guys know, hey, the Fenders didn't fit. If it does fit, I'm sure you'll see pictures of this on my Instagram. Bridge, I'm actually really happy with the bridge setup. It's more of a modern setup, so it doesn't have the ashtray lift on it, like on your standard old school Teles. And it is 6 saddle. I like 6 saddle over the 3 barrel style, brass barrel style. Main reason why is that it's easier to intonate, because you can intonate each string individually. So very happy with the bridge and the saddles here. The controls, I did open this up to take a peek at it. The controls are your, typical cheap Chinese controls. It was what I expected. I wasn't expecting anything phenomenal in there. I will say this though, pots, your volume and tone pots feel really well to turn. They don't feel loose, they don't feel hard. They feel substantial. I actually like the way these feel better than the Squire Bullets and Sonics. I will zonk this though, right here, is this feels a little bit on the cheap side to me. I think it's going to hold up well It just doesn't have the substantial click like I have played on certain Fenders. Again, not a deal breaker. Now, I haven't really dug deep to find out what kind of wood this is. According to their specs, it's saying a mahogany body. And I believe them. I believe it's mahogany. The neck is one piece. I'm going to show you the back too. The neck is one piece Canadian maple. You can see there's no joint at the headstock or anything like that. No skunk stripe, nothing like that. It's one piece Canadian maple with a vintage gloss on it. Our fret dots are kind of I like these. These are actually kind of nice. It's almost like a gold Abelonian. Gold perloid of, I don't know what the hell you guys want to call it, but I think it's nice. It's just a nice touch. I don't think that these fret dots are on the standard either. I think the standard's just regular white or regular black. I can't remember, but really impressed with this guitar again, man. $159 US that was shipped to my door. Took about a week from Amazon. Not sure where it came out of. I think it did come out of California, surprisingly. No setup, nothing. All I did was tune the strings, plugged it in my amp, and I tested some tones on it. And I was like, man, it's a Tele. Here's one more thing I'm going to give you guys too before I give you a couple downside things. Is, to my surprise, was when I opened up the box was extremely well packed. It was, the entire box was branded. It was a Leo Jamyz box, extremely packed well with that soft foam, not styrofoam. It's more of a soft foam, very well. And then I open up the box and I catch this. The damn thing came with the decent gig bag. I had no idea. It didn't state in the description it was coming with a gig bag, and that even impressed me even more, because like this gig bag's probably what, $29.99, right? It's kind of like a canvasy style material. It's about 20 millimeters padding. It's not a deluxe gig bag. It's got a nice pocket. It's got the Leo Jamyz branding on it. But let's just say $29.99, right? 30 bucks. They're giving it to you on a $150 guitar. Come on. Talk about, holy cow. I mean, look at that. It's got a padded handle. It's got the backpack straps. This just made me smile. I couldn't believe that it came with a gig bag. I've bought $250 guitars. I've bought a $1,000 guitar that didn't come with a $12 bag. I'm like, come on. This was Leo Jamyz. You guys knocked it out of the park. Seriously knocked it out of the park. The playability, the fit and finish, everything on this guitar. I mean, what are you going to lose? $150. Now, if I were to play this, if you took the name off the headstock, put a piece of black electrical tape on it, handed me this guitar, played it, and then at the end said, Dom, how much do you think this guitar is? I would rate this guitar at $399 US. It plays like a $400 guitar for a quarter of the price. Amazing. Now, a couple things I am going to zonk. First thing is the weight of this Tele. Heaviest Tele I've ever played. It could be because it is mahogany. Mahogany is usually heavier than like your alder bodies or poplar bodies. It is full thickness too. This is the full thickness of a Fender Tele. Usually your Squire Teles, like your classic vibes and stuff, are a tad bit thinner, and then your Sonics and your Bullets are even thinner than that. That's one way they get them down so damn light. This is full thickness. I don't know the weight of this guitar. I haven't weighed it yet, but I'd say it's got to be around close to high 8s, 9 pounds. You definitely feel it on your shoulders. I would have liked to see a satin neck, a satin finish on the neck. Like I said, that's the gloss. It is what it is. I've got other gloss stuff, so it's not a deal breaker. A modern C would have been preferred over a standard kind of chunky C. I would have liked to seen more of a traditional fretboard radius also. I would rather see the 9.5, which is funny because they sell aftermarket necks, Leo James aftermarket necks, in a matte finish and a 9.5 inch radius. And I just thought that was weird. I'm like, you guys sell these necks, but they're not coming on these guitars. And then the last thing is the pickguard. You either love it or hate it. I don't hate it. I would just like more of a traditional. I'm thinking just a black, 3-ply from Fender, just to add some contrast to the green. Some black, green, chrome hardware, and then boom, you got yourself a damn good Tele. But that's it, man. If you guys have questions for me, feel free, man. Leave them in the comments. I'll try to answer anytime I happen to see them pop up. And hit me up on Instagram. I'm going to post my Instagram handle in the description of this video, because I've just been doing it lately. I've been posting like once a week. I've been playing guitar shorts on my Instagram, just playing different licks and stuff like that. And this will be the next one that I'm going to post. So thanks again for watching, man. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.